So up next, it is the final of the ID New Zealand Junior Restricted class. Carrying an onboard camera is car number 22, James Webb, starting off the pole for the final. So a fantastic race in the pre-final. Look for Dylan Drysdale to certainly apply the pressure from the race start on lap number 1. They're 3 and 4 wide off the top of the hill. Webb from Drysdale. And big issues further back, 67's in there. Brayton Davison from Auckland, 63 also. That's Suvan Naidu. So that crash has collected a lot of the midfield runners on the opening lap of 19 for the final of the ID New Zealand Junior Restricted class. On board with the race leader, James Webb from Kartsport Manawatu. See the tyre rubber just peeling off. We talked about that tyre pickup in the final of Junior Yamaha. You don't need to get much offline to pick up all of that tyre rubber. So here's a replay of that earlier incident. Looked like Matt Pajitsky looking to go up the inside. There was a couple of karts getting together and nowhere left to go for 3 or 4 of these young racers. Suvan Naidu taking to the air in the 63. Suvan Naidu from Kartsport Hamilton. It's the two Joys brothers battle for position. That's Campbell just dropping that left rear off. That's going to allow the 96 of Thomas Joys to get up the inside. Campbell got dropped back in the pre-final. He's certainly been in the results through qualifying in the first 3 heats of the weekend. Then we saw him get bundled off and was a DNF in the pre-final. So he started from a long way back, so he's made up a lot of ground. 37 there, Thomas Ingram. He's up inside the top 4. Go back to the 27 of Jacob Smith and the 69 of Jacob Cranston from Kartsport Manawatu. 10 is Trey Nairn. There's the 27 of Smith. Chicane Racewear, number 27. So it's still James Webb and Dylan Drysdale out in front. This is the battle for third between Thomas Ingram and Trey Nairn. Matt Pajitsky. He's battling there with the 61 of Thomas Batt. A little bit further down, Pajitsky was involved in that early race skirmish. His Batt goes up the inside, now to the outside, up the hill. Pajitsky holds on to the position. So these two outside of the top 10 at the moment, trying to play catch up. And his Batt goes back down the inside in the Arrow chassis. Losing a little bit of track temperature. The sun's gone behind the clouds. Still lots of grip out there on the racetrack. You'd be amazed how many changes you can make to these karts to get them better suited to the racetrack as we go back up front with the race leader, James Webb. Looks to have things under control. He's led from the drop of the green. Look for the gap back to Dylan Drysdale. And it's just on a 2-second advantage for James Webb, working his way up the hill. He was the top qualifier, finished second in the first heat, won the second heat, was second in the third heat, won the pre-final to start off pole for this final for the ID New Zealand Junior Restricted class. Here's the gap back to second. Drysdale running a little bit wide there. Still doing similar lap times, so you can just see a little bit of oversteer, just starting to slide the rear of the kart around. So maybe just the setup starting to go away from young Dylan Drysdale. Another one of the many drivers out of Kartsport Manawatu here this weekend, sponsored by P1 Performance and Vinart. Still that battle for third behind Drysdale, Thomas Ingram and Trey Nairn. With Campbell Joyce working his way forward, having started from the back of the grid. That DNF in the pre-final. There's third and fourth. Thomas Ingram and the Ulrich Aluminium, number 37. Chased by the 10 of Trey Nairn, the Tech Distributors, Helicopters Hawke's Bay, number 10. So Trey Nairn's just set the fastest lap of the race. Trying to get that third and final podium of Thomas Ingram. They're a couple of seconds behind Dylan Drysdale in the late stages of this final for Junior Restricted. You can see the gap up to Drysdale. He's continuing to lose about a tenth and a half a lap to James Webb. So James Webb looks to have things under control here in the Daytona Indoor Raceway, number 22. Battles further back, 69 and 27. 69 is Jacob Cranston. 27 is Jacob Smith. They are battling for the 6th and 7th positions. I think that's Campbell Joyce just in behind them, having started from the last position on the grid, position 16. And he's one of the fastest drivers on track. He's just done a 38.1, Campbell Joyce. But it's this young man, James Webb, from Kartsport Manawatu, with over a 2-second advantage now over Dylan Drysdale. Campbell Joyce now right with the 69 of Jacob Cranston. Cranston's back bumper running that European full width back bumper as we go to the final lap run for the race leader. One to go here for James Webb. Little lift up the top of the hill. Here is the Daytona Indoor Raceway, number 22 of James Webb, looking to take out the final here of Junior Restricted. He's led every lap. He's just set the fastest lap of the race on the last lap at a 38.02. One more corner to negotiate, and it will be James Webb taking out the ID New Zealand Junior Restricted class here at the CIK Trophy of New Zealand, presented by Paymark. So James Webb with the victory, 2.5 seconds clear of Dylan Drysdale, with Thomas Ingram in third ahead of Trey Nairn, Campbell Joyce from the rear of the grid, with Jacob Smith completing the top 6.
James, well done. I guess from the start you held the lead for the whole race.
Me and Dylan's plan was just to get out fast and try and make a break on the rest of the field, so I guess that kind of worked.
It certainly worked, and really you dictated from the front.
But Dylan pushed me the whole weekend, which was great effort, yeah.
Dylan second place, but I guess you were close to James early on.
Yeah, he got kind of hard and cart went off, but never mind, it's all good, and it's a bit hard for James and me and Thomas, but yeah, at the end it turned great.
Thomas, you had a really big battle there with Trey all the whole race.
Yeah, he kept me on my toes, so didn't fall back, so yeah.
These two just in front of you, just couldn't get near them?
Couldn't get them fast enough, not enough laps.